An awful lot of green space to run into, and he's broken free. Surely.
Yo, what is up, Click21? Welcome back to a new video, guys. Today we're going to be covering FIFA 21 as far as it goes with the Cronus Zen. I'm going to show you all the skill shots you can do. Now, of course, I haven't even used the Cronus Zen much with FIFA, so I'm still going to be new to this. I'm going to be learning this with you. Of course, we're still using FIFA 21. Personally, I still prefer it over the newer one, and there's still going to be not much of a difference when it comes between FIFA 21 and FIFA 22. So let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Alright guys, as you'll see here, whenever you pull up your Cronus Zen game pack, there are a few FIFA packs which can get pretty much confusing. I haven't seen a FIFA 22 pack. I've seen some scripts and stuff out there which we might jump into once I get into FIFA 22 a little bit more, but I still prefer FIFA 21 so far. I haven't played it much with the Cronus Zen, so we're going to be kind of learning this as we go along together. I'm going to show you how to set it up, and then we'll kind of show you all these skills and stuff like that, which I'm going to be honest with you, a lot of this stuff, a lot of these skills, I don't even know what they are. I'm not a huge soccer or football fan from my EU folks out there. I don't know what a lot of these tricks are or how they work. There's so many, which you'll see in just a second. Okay, so first of all, we're going to do right stick skills. This is the one I'm going to be focusing on today. There also is an elite skills pack as well if you want to try that out. It does work really well if you have an Xbox Elite controller. You can set up quick skills on whatever paddles you have with your Xbox Elite controller. You'll see that as soon as you pull up the pack. Just like with any pack, you do have to make sure, you know, whatever buttons you use to play in the game, you do have to match them, you know, when you first pull up the pack. That's the first thing you need to do when you open up the pack. So all these mods right here are for your elite mods, and then of course you can do your penalties, you can do your shot power restrictions, you can make it where you don't shoot too hard or over the goal. There's not many skills when it comes within this pack itself. They do have, you know, a couple, but not much. So that's why we're going to be covering the instant right stick skills when it comes to today's video. Alright, so when you pull up this pack, same thing with the other pack, guys. You're going to have to make sure you match all this to whatever control you use, whatever in the game itself is. So what I've got, guys, is right stick skills always on. Now this can get a bit pretty crazy, so you have to practice with it, and we're going to jump in the game and a little practice, and I'm going to show you kind of how they work. This is where, to me, guys, it gets a little confusing because I do not know half of these tricks, if I'm being honest. Or you could just double tap it or change it to whatever you want, whatever button right here to enable this feature or disable it, depending on if you want it on or not. I would probably go ahead and do double tap just so you're not using it on accident when you don't need to. And then you can turn this on or off when you're using the Cronus and you're in the game itself. Basically what this is going to do is allow you to do these skills very easily with just one touch of a button, right? So the first button we have is skill right stick up. I've set that up as a fake shot, which is pretty easy. You know, you can get by with that. You're not going to get in trouble by using that too much, but there's so many skills whenever it comes to any of these tricks. So that's where it gets a little bit confusing for me because I don't know what half of these tricks are. Maybe you guys are big soccer or football fans. You can tell me what all these tricks are. Let's look at them real quick just to kind of show you what all they have, which is just crazy the amount of tricks we could do with the right stick. Or, you know, you can set up like I have right here. I've set up about 5, you know, all within your right stick right here. And then once you turn this feature on, all you've got to do is just click, you know, RS left. If I want to do the Ronaldo chop, which I don't even know what the Ronaldo chop is, but hey, it sounds pretty cool. So we're going to try it out when we jump into the game. Dribbling skill, you can do RS down, RS right. I've got it set up as a heel flick turn. Fake shot is going to be RS up, of course. And of course, I can just click the RS or R3 button and I can just do a drag back sombrero. I don't even know what that is. It sounds pretty cool. We're going to try it out. But the amount of different tricks you can do setting up your right stick is absolutely insane. You've got the step over, drag to drag, hocus pocus, triple elasto, elastico, reverse elastico, cry of turn. I mean, I don't know what half or even 5 of these are, if I'm being honest with you. So it's just something that we'll have to play around with more. If you guys like this type of content and you show love on this video, we'll come back to it and we'll keep updating this video as we go along. But we did want to try it out, give our opinion on it, and then see how it works. All right, so and you also have your penalties where you can, you know, enable it in the game or whatever. That's not really a big deal. You can just change that in the settings of the game itself. And then of course I did put shot and finesse power restrictions on for the shot power, so I don't have too much of a powerful shot where I can shoot over the goal, or the finesse shot. You want it kind of within that range. We'll get into the adjustables on this later. We just want to test it out for now, see how well it works, and then we'll kind of go from there. So I've left these values at default, guys, so I'm not really changing them, just to test them out to see if it does give us that shot power restriction. We're not going to be shooting over the goal. That's the main thing. And then of course the finesse, the same thing, where it's not going to bend way out and hit wide left of the goal. So that's the biggest thing there. We're going to leave that on default. Speed boost is enabled. Evidently you do get a speed boost, and basically what that does is it allows your player to immediately enter its maximum speed, so it doesn't have to build up to it. So we're going to definitely turn that on. And of course they do have teammate contain on, which is pretty much where you automatically hold teammate contain when you use a defense mod. So of course we'll look at that as well, maybe later in the video. I'm going to leave it on for now and play around with it, and then we'll kind of come back to it later. Of course, open up is used from pro players when they shoot pass ball, and I think that pretty much just means whenever they open up to the ball so they can get a better shot. So we're going to enable that. And then guys, make sure you block your in-game rumble if you don't want your controller to vibrate. You do have to actually within the game itself have vibration turned on for this to work. So if you don't have it turned on within the game, it's not going to work. So you can turn it on within the game and then block it here within the pack, just like you would with any other Cronus pack. Sprint faster is on. Evidently you get a little bit faster sprint. Slot number, I'm not really too worried about that. And then of course shoot with full power. I've changed that to touchpad, so that way I can just, if I want to blast the ball right to the goal, all I've got to do is hit that touchpad and it's going to blast it right up there. So we're going to test that out as well. So let's go ahead and jump into some game. That's pretty much it with this pack. Like I said, this is fairly new to me as well. We're going to be figuring this out together, guys. So drop a comment if you play FIFA. If you want to see more FIFA content, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Other than that, there's nothing else to do but jump into the gameplay. Alright guys, so we're in FIFA 21 right here. I'm going to show you pretty much how easy it is to do these instant skill tricks. And like you saw in Zen Studio, you can go in there and change these to whatever you want, right? So all I'm doing right here is just going to flick up to do my fake shot that I set up in Zen. I just flick up once, and then that way if you want to get more of the difficult tricks to do, within just hitting one motion on your controller, like if I flick down, I forgot what I set it to, it's going to do the, I think it was the Ronaldo, and then I can hit that touchpad and get a max shot, which always either hits the crossbar or it's going to go in. It doesn't ever really go over. I've never really seen it go over or wide left or wide right. It's pretty cool to me that you can always hit that. It's almost a goal every time. It's just so simple. So I've got the max power shot set up to my touchpad. All the tricks are on my right stick. I can do right stick. If I click it, that was the, I think the coolest trick I had actually. Look at that. That's just nasty. So easy. And I haven't played FIFA in like 3 years, guys. No cap. And you can probably tell because the graphics look like crap. I don't know if that's just because I'm a PC. I can't figure a way to change these settings. I don't know if there's like some visual packs that you can download. Maybe y'all can let me know in the comments, if there's some visual packs to make the graphics look better. I didn't see anything in the settings to actually change it. But anytime you want to do those tricks, and like I said, you could even go to your Cronus pack while you're in the game if you're on PC, or you could open up, your left trigger and menu to actually pull up some of your options and change these tricks and stuff. So you gotta find whichever tricks work best for you, but it's so much easier to do these skill tricks. All you gotta do is just basically flick your right stick, whichever one you set up to, and it's gonna do it for you. There's my fake shot. And then of course I click it. That's just disgusting, right? I mean, if you tell me. I haven't really figured out the finesse and the power part yet when it comes to shooting, with the restrictions and some of those values and stuff, which we'll get into in a different video. I have noticed I haven't been missing, like that too much whenever I do the max power shot, which is really cool. But sometimes it's just kind of one of those things where you always come close. You're not always going to score, but if you try those power and finesse shots, the main thing that I've noticed is you're always kind of close to scoring. So you're not always going to score, but you're either going to hit the crossbar or you're going to get, where the keeper is always going to save it. But anyway, guys, when you use that max power shot, guys, it always seems like you're never going to get a complete clean save. You're either going to hit the crossbar or it's going to go off the keeper and it's going to be a corner kick. So that's something you definitely want to use. And of course, just set these tricks up to whatever you want, My coolest trick that I probably have is this one right here. And then of course I can keep, tapping it and then come in with a max power shot and have it automatic either crossbar or goal. So that's pretty much it for now, guys. We'll get to this more in the future, guys. Drop a comment, hit that like button. Let me know if you want to see some more. We got some 2K videos coming up, as well as Apex, and then of course always we got some more Warzone stuff coming up. So I appreciate all the love and support. We'll see you on the next video. Enjoy the rest of your day. Deuces.